like she just sometimes when she wants mommy, and she doesn't mind, holding, pressing, pushing, laying on me, and sometimes, oh my god, I would just cry in pain. Welcome back again to our channel. This is Nonye's Word. So I spoke about I'll be documenting my weaning process for my baby girl. She's actually my third baby, and I started weaning her off breast milk yesterday. Currently, the way I do with all my pregnancies, like with all my babies, is once they are 1 year old, I basically have to wean them off breast milk because they do not like to take formula as long as they are taking breast milk. And I think that, once the baby has grown, they need to, they need to have, they need to like take formula. I think it's much more better. I think breast milk is good for them when they are still babies, but as they, as they keep growing, they need more. So in today's video, I'm going to, tell you how to wean your baby off breast milk and what I'm doing that is working for me as well. So yesterday I talked about my symptoms, on how I feel and how I am doing it. So today is day 2 of the weaning process. I'm going to start with her, how she's feeling, how she's coping, how she's dealing with not being breastfed. Bless you, baby. So because basically I do co-sleep with her. Yes, I co-sleep and then I breastfeed her like randomly anytime she wants, like anytime she feels like, taking breast milk, I just breastfeed her. Yeah, so I just breastfeed her. But since I started weaning her up, I basically, first of all, like for me, the first thing that I have, if I want to wean my baby off breast milk, I do it cold turkey. I know some people are against, weaning a baby cold turkey. They believe in maybe, doing it a little by little. But for me, that, like, I don't see that working for me, because if I also keep breastfeeding her, even if it's once a day, my body will not stop producing milk. My body will keep producing breast milk, you see. So but I have tried to, I've always done cold turkey all the times, with my babies, and it has worked for me. So that's what I'm basically doing, which is really painful, because my breast is engorged. If you do cold turkey, it's going to get your breast engorged, and it will be really, really painful. But that is the, that's just the fastest way to do it, and I think that's just how I like to do it as well, because I really want to get done with it. So now to how she's feeling. She's actually surprised me, because she's like, in fact, all of my babies, they are really, they are into breastfeeding, that like they like to be breastfed. They love breast milk a lot more than anything. Like if you give them formula and you expect them to take formula when you're still breastfeeding them, like, no. In fact, my second boy, it was such a struggle to get him to, take formula after I weaned him off. Like it was such a struggle. He wouldn't like to take the bottle. That was how it was for my first boy too. So I was actually kind of worried for her, because she's really not the type that likes to eat a lot. She just eats, like here and there, and she wouldn't want to take food from you again. She just liked to breastfeed. So I was really worried, like how would she cope. But surprisingly, I just quit cold talking. I remember the first night, she tried to, tell me, signal that she needed to, breastfeed, and I wasn't giving it for that. So she was kind of like offended. I think, like, she just felt like, oh, what's mommy doing? So she cried a little bit, and I suited her, but I didn't give her breast milk. And that night I was so surprised. I made formula, because my husband, he went and bought, formula for her age, and I made it for her, and she drank. I was surprised, because last month we actually bought formula for her, because I wanted to be giving her formula and breast milk. She refused to take, so that milk, we ended up, like, my other 2 kids ended up drinking that milk, because she wouldn't take it. So I was like, oh my god, like, I was so worried. But she literally surprised me. She just, she drank the whole milk. I was like, whoa. My husband, we were so surprised, we were pretty surprised. And that night she only woke up once, and I bottle fed her again with her formula, and she drank it. Like, we had, let me say, we had a smooth night. But the night, the night of today, like last night, oh my god, it was very hectic. It was such a, should I call it a nightmare? Because as of last night, my breast is so engorged, because this is day 2, right? My breast is so engorged. It's so heavy, it's hard, it's so painful. Yes, it's super painful. So, oh my god, Lord.
Like, and last night she wasn't having it. She didn't want to take her formula, although she took the formula during the day and in the evening. But when it was nighttime, I made a bottle for her, tried to feed her. She refused to take. I don't know why. I think that last night I didn't have appetite to eat my Nigerian swallow. I'm from Igbo, so I didn't have appetite. So my husband bought me some pizza and some frizzy drink, and I fed her a little. So I'm kind of thinking that that was a huge mistake on my part, because I think that must have confused her. And because after that incident, she refused to take the formula again. I was like, oh my god, what have I done? And she would not sleep. Like, it was a struggle. If I lay her down, she will wake up back again looking for me. Oh my god. Like, I didn't experience that the first night of my day one winning. So in the night, she kept waking up, and when she wakes up, she starts coming to the breast. I'm like, oh baby, because the previous day she was already getting used to not coming to me for breast milk. Like, if she's coming to me, it's just for me to soothe her. Just like right now, she's feeling sleepy, it's just for me to hold her, not for her to come and cry for breastfeeding. I was like, oh my god, what have I done? Like, I kept remembering how I fed her the frizzy drink that I drank, maybe just a little. I didn't give her much because I know it's not good for her. It was just a little bit because she really wanted it, and she was just crying. She just wanted to taste. So I allowed her to have a sip, and that was it. So I was just blaming myself, and my breast so painful, so engorged. Like, I'm really finding it difficult to even lie down and sleep on my own. Like, my whole body is in pain. It's just so surprising how one part of your body is in pain, every part of your body, will also be in pain. Like, oh, that was really, really, like, last night was so bad. Like, I was awake even at 3 to 4 a.m. I was literally so feeling low, so almost crying. I'm not the one that usually cry quickly, because I know how it is to raise baby. This is not my first baby, but last night with all the pains, it was just so painful. And I couldn't wake my husband because he needed to wake up very early as 5 o'clock to go to work. Oh my god. So I just didn't want to wake him up to disturb him. But at a point he started hearing the baby's cry, so he woke up. He's like, what's the problem? I said, I don't know, the baby wants to feed. It's like she has forgotten that we are in a process and that she don't need to come to me for breast milk again. So hubby decided to carry her and then rock her, walk her around. Oh my god, God bless him for me. And so basically, once he took care of the baby, I just lay down and slept. And he basically stayed with the baby, made sure that she slept, and then he put her down to sleep. So that's how she's doing. Now for myself, my breast is super engorged. It's so painful. Like, I was so in so much pain last night and today. Like, I wasn't even motivated to do anything. No hard chores. Like, I was not, like, to even get up in the morning to help in preparing my two boys for school. It was just it was just such a hassle. But I had to just wake up to make oatmeal for them. Like, it wasn't a big deal. Just put the oats in the rice cooker, put water, a little bit of salt, and then milk, allow it to cook. Like, that was just all I wanted to do. And after that, I just went and laid down because I wasn't feeling my whole body. But I don't have any headache yet, and I don't have fever. My temperature is okay. Just that my breast is so painful. Like, I can't lay by my side or with my stomach. I have to constantly lay backwards. And sometimes the baby, she doesn't even understand. Sometimes she just comes like this and bounce on me, and it's super painful. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, the other of my two boys, they know that, oh, mommy is going through this, so they don't have to come running all over me, because they understand how I'm feeling. But for her, she's just a baby, so she doesn't know. So day two, that is how I'm feeling. But I'm doing something right now, which my husband got me cabbage, because with my second boy, I read about cabbage. If you get cabbage, the back of the cabbage, just wash it clean, put it in your breast, with the breast pad. So I'm doing that. It helps to make the breast to kind of like keep dripping a little bit, dripping much more faster, and it will make it to be less painful. So I did that this morning, and I slept. By the time I woke up, I felt like a relief. Not that the pains are totally gone, no, because it's still heavy. But as of yesterday, I couldn't hold my baby like I'm holding her. Like, now anything that will put pressure on my breast, like, I wouldn't do it. So I think that cabbage is actually good. So, like, it's working. Like, after I woke up, from my sleep in the morning, I took my showers and I did it again. I put some in the freezer, and after like 5 minutes, I took it out, put it there for my two breasts. And one of my breasts is so huge. Like, my right breast is huge. than my left breast. I'm gonna try to put her down so she can sleep well. Hopefully she doesn't wake up, but if she does, I'll still carry her. That was so quick. So this breast is so huge. Like, I don't know if you can even see it from the way my clothes fits, from the way you're seeing it. This side is so huge than this side. I don't know why. Like, even this side, my bra cannot fit it, well. Like, it's just it's like a brick breast. It's so painful. But yeah, that's just it. That's just how I'm feeling. This is day 2. I will keep updating you guys and what is working for me. So I think the cabbage I put in there is actually doing wonders, and I'll keep doing it until I'm better. This is day 2. I just pray that by day 3 I'll feel better, and I also pray that my baby will also be independent, because sometimes she still comes to me, but she has the understanding that I'm no longer breastfeeding her. She has that understanding. So sometimes when she comes, she will just want to she just want to poke me, poke my breast or something like that. So that's just it. So that's how I'm feeling, and that's how she's feeling. And yeah, I haven't taken any I'm not taking any pain relief, so I'm just doing it all natural. Hopefully I'll be good in some days to come, and yeah, I'm just okay. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching. If you are new here, thank you. Please do not forget to check out my channel, and if you like my content, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. You can also share my video to to reach out to other moms or to other families, or to anyone who this video might be useful, or who are going through this and they don't know how to discuss their symptoms and how they are feeling. Yeah, so that is it. I will see you in my next video. Day 3 is loaded. Bye.